When you think of the richest superhero, most people will think Batman. I mean, that's his whole thing, right? Like, this dude's superpower is that he's insanely wealthy. He lives in a mansion and can create seemingly infinite bat-themed gadgets. Well, actually, Batman is broke now after the events of the Joker War storyline, where the Joker steals all of his money, but then Catwoman gets it back. But then they're like, well, actually, you can't use any of your wealth to fund your Batman operations anymore because the government is watching. But then Batman recently became rich again because he found out that his alternate personality had been stockpiling money into secret accounts.
What?
Wow, how convenient. Yeah, you know, I find it funny how comic book characters will have this big event that changes the status quo just for it to immediately be reverted back again in a few years. Like, if you wanted to change the status quo and explore a different take on a character, why not just create an alternate universe version of that character? Oh wait, that's exactly what they do. But that's besides the point, because even with his multi-billions of dollars, Batman is nowhere near the richest superhero in comics. I mean, being a billionaire in comics isn't even impressive, considering there's so many heroes in comics that are billionaires, which I find hilarious because billionaires in real life are equivalent of supervillains. Like, you're telling me there's this many people in comics who have billions of dollars and they want to help people? Like, that just, I mean, I know there's people flying around and shooting lasers out of their eyes, but you're telling me that, like, people would have a bunch of money and want to help others? Like, that's the most unrealistic part of comics, I think. Iron Fist.
Don't run. Don't run, Star-Lord. Don't run.
No, not that Iron Fist, the white one, Danny Rand. He inherited Rand Enterprises. Or was it Rand Industries? Actually, it might have been Rand Corporation. You know what? I'm not sure. The point is he's rich. Angel. You know, like the guy with bird wings from X-Men. His name is Warren Worthington, and he inherited Worthington Industries. Gee, how original. You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Star Sapphire, she basically owns the DC version of Boeing. Mr. Terrific.
Who?
Come on, bro. He was in the new Superman trailer. Like, he's the guy who Blue Beetle.
No,
No, not that one. I'm talking about the white one who had a bromance with Booster Gold, and he died for like 10 years. Mr. Fantastic. I mean, not only does his body stretch, but his money apparently also does stretch as well, because he's rich. Professor X. You know, this one never really occurred to me. I mean, it makes a lot of sense considering he lives in this giant mansion and has a bunch of students living there as well, and he pays for everything, and like all their expenses and shit. And you know, this never really occurred to me that he quite literally funds all of the X-Men's existence. How the fuck did this bald ass? How did he get so rich?
Incredible power!
Sunspot, who inherited his family's wealth. Gee, how original. And let's not forget Green Arrow. Can you guys guess how this guy got rich? Black Adam. Bro rules an entire Middle Eastern country. Do you realize how much oil this man can sell? The US is just frothing at the mouth thinking about it. Literally all of Batman's children, because they could just call him up anytime they need money. And especially Nightwing, after Alfred died and left all his money to him. Because apparently Alfred had been balling all this time and no one knew. Which makes me wonder, like, what gifts do the Bat family give each other during the holidays? Considering they probably all have, like, anything they'd ever want because Batman could just buy it for them. And speaking of holidays, sadly the holiday season has come to a close. But I hope you guys had fun celebrating with friends and family. You know, opened some gifts, maybe had a drink or two, which then caused you to wake up to a rough morning. I'm not a morning person, so drinking the night before does not do me any favors. That's why I started drinking Z-Biotics. This product is a game changer, but obviously you still gotta drink responsibly and pace yourself. It's so simple to use though. All you have to do is drink a Z-Biotic before your first drink and your morning is saved. Now you may be wondering, what's the science behind this? Well, Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. This probiotic produces the enzyme that breaks down acetaldehyde, which is a byproduct of alcohol that makes your mornings after drinking not so fun. Right now, you can get 15% off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And if for any reason you're not satisfied, ZBiotics offers a 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. So next time you're out with friends and family for a holiday/celebration, have ZBiotics. Trust me, you'll thank yourself in the morning. And now you may be thinking, well, what about Iron Man? You know, Iron Man's pretty rich. I mean, dude pulls up in a fancy new suit of armor every 5 seconds. And while, yes, you know, Iron Man is generally considered to be pretty rich in the Marvel Universe, he's got nothing on these next few heroes. The next 4 superheroes I'm about to present to you are by far the richest superheroes ever. At number 4, we have Black Panther. He is the ruler of Wakanda, which is home to the powerful and rare metal known as vibranium. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. The Wakandan society is so advanced. I mean, that's how you know that these motherfuckers are ballin'. I mean, have you seen how these people roll? They got invisibility fields hiding their country. Like, what other country has that shit? I mean, that shit's not even a thing. Like, we don't have invisibility technology. So if these dudes got invisibility technology, they're rich as fuck. And they casually fly around in these alien spacecrafts. Lil Timmy from Wakanda be flying around in this shit on his way to school like it's normal, while the rest of the world struggles to afford a ticket on a plane. Number 3, we have Black Bolt. As much as it pains me to put such a lame nobody character this high on the list, Black Bolt be ballin', bro. He rules over an even older and more advanced society than Wakanda. I imagine the little children there don't even take vehicles to school, they just straight up teleport there. They live on a floating city called Attilan. It's a floating city. I mean, you don't get more bougier than that, which is home to the Inhumans. And while I don't know that much about this side of the Marvel universe, I do know that all of these people have fucking powers. So, I mean, like, this is an advanced civilization that lives in a floating city. They all have powers. Like, bro, what the fuck? The technology that they must have must be insane. I mean, I was already talking about how insane Wakandan technology must be. The technology that Inhumans have must be like Wakandan technology, but on steroids. At number 2, we have Aquaman. I know this guy's like the butt of every joke because he's just known as the dude who can talk to fish, but he's actually metal as fuck. This guy had a Captain Hook hand in the 90s and long, luscious blonde hair. It was peak. If you ever talk shit about this character, just remember that he could flood your entire city and get a whale to eat you alive. But anyways, this dude rules over Atlantis, which is an advanced underwater society, and he controls all of Earth's waters, which means he controls 71% of Earth. This dude is rich. According to some quick research, owning the oceans would net you a $24 trillion net worth. So I genuinely don't know why Batman funds all of the Justice League's expenses when Aquaman has easily 1,000 times his net worth. I mean, just think of all of the sunken ship loot that this dude has access to. The Atlantis treasure room must be crazy. It must be filled with so many golden pirate doubloons. The amount of trade and resources that Aquaman could control is just insane. And at number 1, we have Thor. He is the god of thunder and has been king of Asgard before. Dude lives in another realm, not another planet or city. Another realm, which is home to many other gods. I mean, just look at Asgard, bro. This shit looks like it's made out of gold. Like, the entire fucking... all of it looks like it's made out of gold, bro. He has access to magical treasures no man has ever seen. The resources he must have are inconceivable. I mean, who knows how much this shit is worth? And don't even get me started on the value of weapons they would have. He could easily be a multi-trillionaire. On a side note though, I think the idea of being a normal Asgardian citizen is hilarious. Like, imagine being a dude named Sven that lives in Asgard and you have no powers. You're just like a normal ass dude. Like, that's, I don't know, that's just like a dark twisted thought I was thinking of. Anyways, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. That's my video. Also, join the Discord, pretty please. Thank you.